सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ Naishkarmya Siddhi, third chapter, page 128, verse number 77 at the bottom. Paroksham yattadarte syat तद्धेयमहमर्थवत् प्रतीचेवाहमो भेदः पारोक्षेणात्मनोऽपि मे. In this portion, Sureshwaracharya explaining about how the Mahavakya works. Tattvamasi Mahavakya Abheda Bodhaka Vakyam Mahavakyam. Mahavakya is that which is teaching the Abheda. Abheda means non-difference. Non-difference between what and what? Between Jivatma and Paramatma. Abheda Bodhaka Vakyam Mahavakyam. Or we can say Aikya Vakyam, that which talks about the oneness of Jivatma and Paramatma. There are no two entities. Jivatma and Paramatma are not two entities that one has to understand in one's life. I, the Jivatma, am not different from Ishvara, the Paramatma. Why to recognize this? That also we have to recognize. Why to recognize this? Paramatma is identical with me, the Jivatma. What am I going to get? You are not going to get anything, but you are removing your ignorance about your real nature. Not getting anything here, but you enjoy that true nature of yours once you know. Suppose a beggar is very poor, no money at all to eat food, no shelter, no clothes properly. Once he knows that he is a very rich person, Karodpati, where he is standing, under him there are lot of gold mine, like treasure is there, and once he understands how much happiness he gets. I should not compare with that actually, but just for comparison, just like that, if you take, how much happy. My God, I am so rich person, I need not suffer for food, shelter, cloth at all. On the other hand, I can give food and shelter to many people with this money once he knows his treasure house. Like that, once I know that I am Paramatma only, then I am free from all sorts of limitations. Raga, Dvesha, Moha, Dukkham, Bandham, and Atrupti. All these are torturing the person directly or indirectly many times. This torture will put off this torture, turbulence in one's life will be put off if I recognize this fact. Therefore, an intelligent person, that student come and attend the class, let me be free from all sorts of limitations, that which is taking away my peace of mind. So therefore, knowledge, viveka is very important. Viveka jnanam is important. Then only one can remove one's own ajnana, which ajnana is the cause for all errors, adhyasa. Therefore, Upanishad talks about Chandogya, 6th chapter. Sadvidya, Uddalaka tells to his son, my dear son, Tat Tvam Asi. You are that Paramatma. In this you and that, Tvam means you, Tat means that, you and that, what is exact meaning? Immediate meaning and implied meaning we have to see. Immediate meaning, popular meaning, that is very well known for everyone. We call it as Vachyartha, primary meaning. Immediate meaning of Tvam, thou. Thou are that. You are that or thou are that. You, whenever Guru is telling, it has got two meanings. Similarly, when Guru says Tat, that pronoun also has got two meanings, immediate meaning and implied meaning. Immediate meaning is called popular meaning is called direct meaning. The direct, popular, immediate meaning is not right meaning. Vachyartha. Vyavaharika artha it is, we can say. We can say that direct, popular meaning, immediate meaning of Swapada is Vyavaharika. Whatever is Vyavaharikam is Mithya. That Vyavaharika meaning of that Tvapada, we have to see that what it is. We have to see what it is. Tvapada, immediate meaning is Ahankara. Ahankara is the immediate meaning or popular meaning. Ego, they say, I am the Karta, I am the father, I am the brother, I am the mother. Like that comes, that is Ahankara, not pride. That is immediate meaning. So immediate meaning of Tvam or Aham is primary meaning, that is Ahankara, Vyavaharika meaning. Why it is called Vyavaharika meaning? Simple. It is useful for Vyavahara. It is useful for doing transaction. Therefore, that Vachyartha, Ahankara is a composite entity. Composite means what? Composite means mixed. Mixed with what and what, like what you can call salad. Salad is mixed with so many things. Like that, here also you have to see that how this Ahankara is mixed with, you all know, but again and again we have to recollect. Ahankara is mixed with RM plus RC plus OC. So once you refer aham, primary meaning referring to body mind complex and chidabhasa. Primary meaning, even though OC is there, you are totally ignoring that. Ajnani, the individual, ignorant person, taking aham as in that composite entity, only vachartha he takes that body, mind, emotions, sense organs and reflected consciousness. These are anatma. These components are anatma components. See, anatma components at a micro level, tvampada. And OC is totally ignored. For that you have to study years together to recognize, to discover that OC. Even though it is all the 24 into 7 available in that composite entity, whenever we use the word aham, I am, that is there. OC is there, original consciousness is there. But unfortunately, we are not at all aware of without Shastra study. At micro level, primary meaning. What is the implied meaning? Lakshyartha. Ahankara tyagaha kartavyaha hanam. Heyam. Heyam hanam. You have to drop. How to drop? Physically you cannot drop. Intellectually you have to drop. How to drop? By falsification. By falsification, if I drop ahankara, how can I do my vyavahara? How can I survive in this world if I drop ahankara? Don't worry. Don't worry. If you drop also, happily, more peacefully, you can do vyavahara. That fear will not come. That fear should not come. If I give up my ahankara, drop my ahankara, as Shastra is asking, how can I do vyavahara with my son, daughter, grandchildren, family members? How is it possible? How can I do job? How can I work outside? Is it possible for an employee? Is it possible for a housewife? Is it possible for a householder? Very much possible. We are not dropping physically ahankara. We are making use of that ahankara, anatma, for vyavahara. In spite of using that, you are intellectually dropping that ahankara because it is false. It doesn't have an independent existence of its own. This ahankara has got that experienceability, utility, and it doesn't have a stability because it is paratantraha. It is not swatantram. Therefore it is false. Why it is false? Because it doesn't have an independent existence of its own. Whatever is not having an independent existence of its own is considered as mithya. This is the logic. How can we say Swamini ahankara mithya? These are the reasons. It is your job. You have to do mithya. You have to falsify it. Then only you can drop. It is called dropping. Falsifying the ahankara is called dropping. There is no any other dropping here. There is no any other rejection here. Rejection or dropping of ahankara vachartha is only understanding. It doesn't have its own existence. It is only a vyavahara, lower order of reality. Therefore, mithya, therefore I can make use of it, but it cannot touch me, it cannot afflict me, it cannot cause any sorrow in me. Vyavahara takes place. After this knowledge also, I continue my Vyavahara without any sort of an iota of difference will be there even after knowledge. Only at your cognitive level you have that. Cognitive level, intellectual level you understand. This is called Bhagatyaga Lakshana at micro level. Similarly, at macro level also, Ishvara's Ahankara, Ahankara means Maya Sahitam Brahma, Ishvara is also having Prapanchatrayam, RC, Maya is there. Therefore, that is the primary meaning of remoteness of Paramatma. That word in that Mahavakya Tat Pada is English translation, direct meaning is Tat, that. That means Paroksham. That means is very remote, time wise and space wise. It is far away. That is the primary meaning. That Paramatma means somewhere in the Vaikuntha Paramatma, somewhere in Kailasa or Goloka Vrindavanam or some other loka, you say Brahma loka or some other place. Paroksham. Now this Paroksham is there. How can Guru says you are that Paramatma? Paramatma is somewhere, I am here. That is why here Sureshwaracharya says in that introduction of 77, he talks about Tvampada. Tvampada Bhagatyaga Lakshana. Elaborately he explained. Then in Sloka 77, which we completed in the last class, Sureshwaracharya is analyzing. Similarly, just as you have dropped that ahankara from the ahamartha, ahamartha means ahankarasya. Ahankarasya, that composite entity, once you drop that, similarly, you drop Paroksham in the macro level Paramatma also. That Paramatma is this Jivatma. That Paroksham you have to drop. That is what he said in the 77th verse. Tatpada is analyzed in the shloka. So, Pratyagatma. So, Ahamarthaha. Paroksham yat tat. Yat tadarthe paroksham. That which is indicating the remoteness of that Paramatma. Tadarthe means the meaning of tat, indicating paroksham syat, indicating remoteness. That Paramatma is the primary meaning, immediate meaning, popular meaning. Anybody says Paramatma means, that Paramatma, that Bhagavan, that Ishvara. They say, nobody say this Ishvara, this Bhagavan, this Paramatma. Everyone say what? Tomorrow Vaikuntha Ekadasi, that Paramatma who is in Vaikuntha. People are thronging, to that Tirupati Balaji. Heavy crowd. They don't go nearby temple. Okay. Even though they have lot of temples around, but they have to go to Vaikuntha Padavasal, Tirupati only with Dikki Mukki, lot of rush is there. Struggling. Like that, people, Paroksham Bhavana is there. Syat. Therefore, what we have to do? tat heyam. That has to be dropped at macro level. Prapanchatrayam, again Ishvara is also composite entity. Paramatma is also mixed with RM 3, 4, 5, 6. Karana Prapancha, Sukshma Prapancha, Sthula Prapancha plus RC, macro level. That Heyam, Paroksham Heyam, just as Ahamarthavat. Just like in that introduction, above paragraph, you have dropped that ahankara from the primary meaning. Ahankara you have dropped, arrived at lakshyartha. The moment you drop that ahankara, you have come to lakshyartha and artham. Implied meaning, hidden meaning. You extract the meaning. Lakshanaya. Ahamarthavat. Just like in primary meaning of micro level, Svampada, Jivatma, you have dropped Ahankara, Tadvat, Paroksham, Heyam. From Paramatma also you have to drop remoteness. What for you have to drop there Ahankara and here Parokshan? Then only Aikya Jnanam can come. Then only oneness will take place. Then second line he says, Pratichevahamo Vedaha. Praticha. Praticha ahamaha abhedaha iva. So just as abhedaha means here not oneness. Here identification. Person ahamaha ahankarasya, that I am, he sees in that praticha, pratyagatmani. Pratyagatmana, pratyagatma, pratyagatmana ahankarasya praticha. Chakarantaha, pullingaha, pratyang shabdaha, pratyang shabdaha, pratyang, pratyancho, pratyanchaha. Praticha, Tritiya Vibhakti, Ekavachanam. I hope in the previous class I said Praticha. Suppose anything I have said Praticha or something, it is wrong. Praticha, Tritiya, Sahatritiya. Sahatritiya means here Ahamaha Praticha Abhedaha Bhavati. Bhavati means because of Abhimana, mixing up. So Ahankara and Pratyagatma both are seen as one. Both is there, but this person is not okay. That Pratyagatma means here the inner self, Ahankara are mixed up. Abhedaha means mixing up of Ahankara with the inner self. Is because of what? Abhimana, identification. Because of Abhimana or identification. Therefore, what? Pratyang praticha ahamah artha abhedaha. Just as you have got Abhimana with what? Abhimana means identification with the inner self, and ahankara mixed up and messed up. Hmm? As you have given up ahankara, similarly, parokshena atmanaha api mener. Here, parokshena atmanaha abhedaha you have to supply. Parokshena atmanaha, the remoteness in terms of, so ahankarasya ahamaha is the shashti, sambandhe shashti, non-distinction, non-distinction, abhedaha means non-distinction, means mixing up, tadatmya adhyasa, ahankara and pratyagatma, tadatmya adhyasa, that abheda, non-distinction or tadatmya adhyasa, there you have dropped in bhagatyaga lakshana. Like that here also, parokshena atmanaha, paramatmanaha, paroksham, remoteness in terms of time and space. Once you say that Paramatma means remoteness, distance, space-wise distance. Once a space-wise distance is there, I have to travel to Vaikuntha or I have to travel to Kailasa. If I am a Shiva Bhakta, travel to Kailasa. I am a Vishnu Bhakta, travel to Vaikuntha. Like that, distance-wise, time also it will take, travel time. So time-wise also. Desha, Kala, Paricheda will come if you take distance, Paroksham, in terms of time and space. So moksha and Paramatma, both are very far. I cannot get moksha. Paramatma is far. I have to travel. That's why Vaikuntha Ekadasi. Very nice to celebrate the function, but should not extend the function to go into nurture our ignorance. Any function, any festival, religious festivals are wonderful if you grow out of them. You mature, follow them, mature and grow out of them. If you follow and trapped in them with your ignorance, and you are the sufferer, you have to pay the price. Therefore, religion is not a burden. Religion is like a mother's womb for a bhakta to grow and mature. Therefore, discarding the remoteness is called bhagatyaga lakshana. With regard to tat padartha. With regard to tvam padartha, tvam pada ahankara bhaga tyagam. So that remoteness, that paroksham, tadarthe, which is associated with Paramatma, you have to discard time-wise and location-wise. Space-wise means location-wise also, because Paramatma is all-pervading. But we are making him, we are making him only located. We are so great, all-pervading Paramatma, we don't accept, go and sit there. Hey Vishnu, you must be in Vaikuntha. Hey Shiva, you are in Kailasa. Like that, bhaktas are making the God to sit in one place. Because if he is always all-pervading, all akrama, he will see. Therefore, Bhagavan, you sit in puja room also, close the windows, close the doors. Temple, close the doors. So Bhagavan won't see. That much ignorance is there in bhaktas. What to do? Bhagavan is all-pervading. You cannot keep Bhagavan in one place. Ishvara sarvabhutanam hruddeshe Arjuna tishtati brahmayan, no, Lord Krishna said. Anyhow, So, tat heyam, that should be discarded at the time of when? At the time of meditation or at the time of listening? At the time of listening. Ahankara, you have dropped, and paroksham, remoteness, you have dropped from tatpada. Ahankara, you have dropped from sampada. Then what remains? All these anatmas are falsified. Ekatma remains. Shravana kale eva. Ekatma remains. I should say, while listening itself, Naishkarmya Siddhi class, while listening itself, I can say what? I am free. Remaining in the body, making use of Vagindriyam and making use of my mind, I can say Mano Buddhya Hankara Chittani Naham. I am not the body, mind, sense, organs, I can say. That is called living intelligently. Okay. May word is used. It is really myself only. Atmanaha, may remove the remoteness, that Paramatma which is myself only. So ahamarthavat, like we did in Tvampada, Tatpada also, Paroksham, if you remove, that Paramatma is myself. Ekatma bhavana. Bhavana means jnana. Therefore, this is the alone elaboration in all the following slokas. This is only elaborated. Now we'll go to the next verse, introduction. It is also a very big introduction. A student raising a question, doubt. Katham punaham tadartho dvitiya lakshanaham pratyakatmopashrayam sadvitiyatvam dukkhitvam niranvayam apanudati uchyate न चैतन्यो निवर्तक न चैतयोः न च एतयोः निवर्तक निवर्त्य भावं वयं ब्रूमः कथं तर्हि त्वमर्थे प्रत्यगात्मनि प्रागनवबुद्धा द्वितीयता अद्वितीयता सा अनवबोध्यते अतः अनवबोध निरासेन तदुत्थस्य सद्वितीयत्वस्य त्वमर्थस्य पारोक्षत्वस्य च तदर्थस्थस्य निरसनात् न वैयधिकरण्यादि चोद्यस्य अवसरः अस्ति इति तदिदम् अभिधीयते. Here objection means objection in the form of doubt, and Sureshwaracharya's answer also comes here itself. What is that now? Sishya is asking, Katham punaha, how is it possible? What is not possible? How is it possible means Advitiya lakshanaha tadarthaha. Tatpadarthaha. Tadarthaha means tatpadarthaha. Aikyam, that is Mahavakyas teaching, Tatpadartha Aikyam, Mahavakya teaching that Paramatma. What type of Paramatma? The adjective is given here, Advitiya Lakshanaha. Tadartha, once I get aikyam, what type of aikyam is it? Non-dual. Brahman I am. Advitiya Lakshanaha. Brahman is non-dual. Lakshanaha means of the nature of, which is non-dual. Advitiyam Brahma tadarthaha. So Paramatma is Atma only. I, the Jivatma, is Atma only. Then one Atma only is there, Advitiya Lakshanaha. Mahavakya is teaching, you are telling, He Sureshwaracharya, He Guru. But however much you teach, the but continues. Why it continues? Because of identification with the body-mind complex. Pratyagatma upashrayam sadvitiyatvam dukkhitvam niranvayam apanudati iti. Kadham apanudati? How the sorrow, dukkhitvam means the sadness in me. Sadvitiyatvam, Atma is Advitiyam, but I, the individual, am. Pratyagatma upashrayam means embodied. Embodied in the form of Tvam. I, what Guru said, Tvam. That Tvam, once I transform it into first person, Aham. So that Pratyagatma, I the Pratyagatma, the inner self, am Pratyagatma upashrayam, embodied in this the term used, Tvam upashrayam, Tvam pada. Tvam pada is sadvitiyatvam. Duality is there. Duality is there. Limitations are there. Sadvitiyatvam. Once dvitiyatvam is there, limitation will come. Dvitiyadvai bhayam bhavati. As you see, second thing, it limits you, it causes fear in the mind. Dukkhitvam also. You see, the dogs, they are occupying one street, that dog never allow the other dog to come into that street. Because if it enters, it will take this dog's food. So on that street, people are giving food to that dog. So it is called territorial occupancy. Territorial occupancy dogs are also having. They never allow the other dog. Territorial encroachment, like if any other dog enters, they chase that dog because insecurity. Human beings are also having the same problem. Therefore, sadvitiyatvam, duality, caused by dhyasa or ajnanam, limitations are there. Dukkhitvam is there. Sorrowful. I am sorrowful, full of sorrow. Sorrowful, dukkhitvam. My problems are not solved. Swamini, I am listening from past 10 years, 15 years, but still I have some fear of death, fear of old age, fear of what is going to happen in my future. These are all not gone. My children have not changed in spite of studying Vedanta. Some people say, when they are going to Bhagavad Gita class, Vedanta class, they should change totally. You are attending Swamini class, why you are having anger? And husband asks his wife, you are attending Swamini class, why you are so angry? What is use of attending Swamini's class? They ask. Our wife will ask husband. You are attending Swamini class, but why you are having lot of fear? Like this, always lot of jagada. Jagada means a quarrel in the family. They compare. A person has not changed at all. Short-temperedness has not changed. Fear has not gone, and a lot of doubts are there, and lot of unnecessary, wrong thinking is there. The way of talking, the way of behavior, no change at all in spite of attending classes. Dukkitvam is there continuing in my husband or in my wife. They complain on others. Or dukkitvam is there in me also, like that oneself, they say to oneself, sorrow is there. So what Shastra says, Shastra Mahavakyam has not come to remove your ahankara level sorrow. Okay. Ahankara, Tatpada is not going to adjust the Tvampada problems. Tvampada is not going to get the Tatpada, the Sarvajnatvam here. So, these are not the job of Mahavakya. If the student is asking, Niranvayam Katham Apanudati, without any trace of sorrow, how this Mahavakya can remove? Apanudati means remove. How this Mahavakya Tat Tvam Asi can remove my duality, nature. As I am after studying Shastra also, I am continuing as it is. My problems are continuing. My family members also, their problems are also continuing. No change in that. Is there any possibility without any trace this sorrow can be removed? Suppose the student is asking like that, Uchate Sureshwaracharya answering. How? Nacha etayoho nivartaka nivartya bhavam vayam brumaha. We are not talking about etayoho. Of these two padams, tat and tvam, we are not. The pratibimba ananda is always fluctuating. Dukkhitvam means always you cannot be happy. Always you cannot be dukkhi also. Everyone is dukkha is pratibimbam only. When your mind is under rajoguna and tamoguna, the happiness cannot reflect in the mind. That is called dukkham. When mind is under sattva guna, the happiness bimba ananda reflects in the mind as pratibimba ananda. Kosha ananda or reflected ananda, pratibimba ananda, like that. So, the problem is identification with RM, RC is the cause for dukkham. Don't expect the sorrow-free mind. Mind has got lot of issues. Mind has got a lot of hidden potential vasanas are there. Mind will fluctuate all the time. Therefore, pratibimba ananda and bimba ananda distinction you have to know. People what they expect in pratibimba ananda, they want to get full ananda. Pratibimba ananda, they do not know that is pratibimba ananda. Whatever ananda comes, it should be permanent. After studying Shastra also, why my ananda is going away? Why I am becoming sorrow again? If my Shastra study is thorough, I should not become unhappy. This is what happens in the mind of the student. Once I am studying Shastra, I am thoroughly understanding, and I am the best student of the class also. But suddenly my mind undergone with some issues, problems, tension, anxiety. Suddenly I get doubt, am I Vedanta student? Why my mind is so disturbed? That means something wrong with me, like that people think. That is wrong. We should not think like that. In spite of studying Shastra, you are Atma, Brahman is Paramarthika Satyam. This Ananda, reflected Ananda, fluctuating Ananda, Ayaram, Gayaram Ananda, arrival, departure Ananda is Pratibimba Ananda. Don't expect permanence in that. Shashvata Ananda, Pratibimba Ananda can never be Shashvata Ananda. Don't expect to make it perfect. Even Bhagavan also. When people are suffering, Bhagavan cannot say, okay, I am very happy. And Bhagavan also has to say and console the Bhakta. Lord Krishna came and consoled Kunti Devi many times, consoled Draupadi Devi. Krishna should not say, I am so happy, prahasan niva bhartan. And people are consoling time, you have to console. Even Bhagavan also cannot be 100%. Pratibimba Ananda of Bhagavan also fluctuate according to the bhakta's necessity. Similarly, our Pratibimba Ananda also fluctuate. The student, what mistake is doing? Expecting the perfection in Pratibimba Ananda. Regular Ananda, which is coming out of sense objects contact. People, person, individual, incidents, or any situations, that Ananda, you can never make it 100% perfect. Impossible. Even Bhagavan also cannot do that. That's why you are experiencing the sorrow means sorrow is different from you. You are the experiencer. You cannot say that you have sorrow. I am sorrowful, you say. That I am, you have come down to Ahankara again. I am sorrowful. Ahankara will always have some issue as or other. As Aham, I am ever free from sorrow. This Pratibimba Ananda, I am Bimbananda, Swarupa Ananda, reflecting in the mind when the situations are going favorable. That will go after some time. That's why every Ananda is fluctuating. Once you get this knowledge in Ananda Mimamsa, we saw this elaborately. Therefore, what you have to develop in objectification. Objectify that sorrow first. Sakshi. Become a Sakshi towards your Pratibimba Ananda. Wait for some more time, it will go away afterwards. That Ananda also. அந்த வேர்டே பிடிக்காது நமக்கு. அது போகக்கூடாதுன்னு போய் தான் ஆகும். It will go. It is its nature. You cannot stop it. Be ready for that. Any time it will depart. Any Pratibimba Ananda. Putra Ananda, Putri Ananda, Griha Ananda, Kar Ananda, any Ananda for that matter, no Ananda can be permanent. Be ready. Agate swagatam kuryat, gachantam na nivarayet. When Ananda comes, Pratibimba Ananda, enjoy the drama. When it is going, give Vetalapak. Your heart. While coming, give Paneer. While going, Vetalapak. Wait one. Thiruppi innor Anandam varum. This is what drama it is going on. First one is objectification. You have to do objectification. Otherwise you will get rolled up with that roles and you have to suffer with that ahankara, Pratibimba Ananda, why it is going like that you will question. So first thing what you have to do, objectification. It is objectified by me. I am watching my sorrow. I am watching my happiness also. Both I am watching as Sakshi. Whenever you say I am sorrowful, that means you are not sorrowful. You are different from sorrow. Okay. So then falsification. Second thing, falsify it. It is happening in the Anatma mind. Pratibimba Ananda reflecting in the mind Anatma. Therefore, Pratibimba Ananda also Anatma. Why to worry when it comes and I no need to jump when it is going, I need not become flat. So therefore, intelligent person never carried away by that favorable or unfavorable. Lord Krishna says, Chitarpagna Lakshanas, Parabhakta Lakshanas, and Gunatita Lakshanas, when he is talking a Jnani, Harsha, Marsha, Bhayodvegaihi, Mukto yes Sachame Priyahanar, 12th chapter, Lord Krishna says, he is free from all these opposites, pair of opposites. Therefore, first one is what? Objectification. Second one is what? Objectification of what? Objectification of sorrow. Then falsification of sorrow. Second thing. Then what you can enjoy, it's like a cinema drama. So sorrow is not the problem. Sorrow is not the problem. If you are a Sakshi, no, I am sorrowful is the problem. Sorrow is not the cause of problem. Seeing I am sorrowful means you are identifying with Ahankara again. That's why you are telling I am sorrowful. Lack of clarity in the knowledge. So Dayananda Swami says, I am sorrowful is the problem, my dear. Sorrow is not, sorrow bound to be there, atrupti bound to be there in Anatma. You cannot avoid. That's what says, Etayoho Nivartya Nivartaka, remover and removed. Tatu and Tvam are not meant to remove the problems of each other. That problems, they are not meant for that. Nivartya Nivartya Bhavam Vayam na Brumaha. We are not talking. Then Katham Tarhi. Then what you are doing with Mahavakya? My dear, your problem is in here. Tvamarthe Pratyagatmani. That Tvamartha is there. Tvam Artha. In that Pratyagatma, the inner self, Prag Anavabuddha Advitiyatam. Before understanding the Tvampada, Anavabuddha Praknar, you have not understood. When you have not understood the Advitiyata, secondless, I the Atma am secondless. When I am secondless, I am sorrowful because of what? I am sorrowful because of what? Put a question. So and so. Suppose a person says, I am sorrowful. Then next question is what? Because of so and so. So and so person, so and so situation, so and so event, like that. All are Anatma. Neighborization. When the problem is happening in the neighboring house, you are not bothering because only in the neighbor's house it is happening. See, like that. All sorrows are happening in the neighbor's house. Ahankara. Ahankara is my neighbor. In that, always something or other happening. You cannot avoid it. But in me, the Atma Chaitanyam, that is not possible at all. Pratyagatmani Prag Anavabodha Prag. What Anavabodha? Advitiyata. I am the Atma only. There is no second real thing to cause any sorrow in me. Anavabodhyate. So that whatever you have not understood, that oneness, Mahavakya is coming and teaching you that you are that Paramatma, you are not the Ahankara, in which Ahankara, sorrow is coming and going. Sorrow is permanent? No. Similarly, happiness is also not permanent. It is coming and going. So, Tvamarthe प्रत्यगात्मनि प्राग अनवबुद्ध अद्वितीयता सा अनव अनवबोध्य न अनवबोध्यते once that advitiyata, what you do not know, that is going to make you to realize, to understand. Ataha anavabodha nirasena taduddhasya. That knowledge, as long as you deny, nirasena means how you do nirasa, how you deny, not claiming that I am Atma and not owning that I am Atma, but getting tadatmyam with ahankara, body mind complex, which are false. All these are false. Taduddhasya, that dukkham is born out of your anavabodha. Anavabodha nirasa. Ataha anavabodha. By nirasa, if you remove that, sadvitiyatvasya, tvamarthasya, parokshatvasya cha. So sadvitiyatvam, the duality and the remoteness, you are holding on. So therefore you require lot of courage. Courage to say that Paramatma is Atma only. I, the Jivatma, am Atma only. I, the Atma, Ekameva Advitiyam. Upanishad words, really I rely upon the words. My intellect has to think. What Upanishad says? Ekameva Advitiyam Sadeva Somya Idamagra Asit Ekameva Advitiyam. Then why I have to question? I have to do lot of mananam. Why I am worrying? Because I am seeing the Paramatma distinctly. Why I am seeing Paramatma distinctly? Because I am identifying with ahankara. Why I am identifying with ahankara? Because I am giving reality to the ahankara. Why I am giving reality to the ahankara? Because I do not know they are false. Why I do not know they are false? Because I have not done vichara properly. If I do not know they are false, I give reality to them. As long as I give reality to that body, mind, complex, the roles and all, they will torture me. They will disturb me. And not only that, my ignorance I am nurturing this much, identifying with the body, mind, and blaming the world, people, anatma, complaining. Why this is happening? What is where something wrong is going on? Outside it is not going on, but in your clarity, in your thinking. Therefore, Sureshwaracharya is saying, Paroksham, you have to drop. Ahankara, you have to drop. As long as you keep Paramatma is somewhere, I am Ahankara, you are holding on to Anatma. Anatma side of Paramatma, Prapanchatrayam, and that avidya, but individual level, you are holding on. You cannot come out of these clutches. Therefore, nirasanat, you only by rejection. You have to do rejection. Rejection is what? A rejection means, not rejection sake. Bhagatyaga Lakshana. How to reject Swamini? How to reject Anna? You are not physically rejecting. You need not worry about that. What will happen if I reject Anna? That is also another problem. If I See the rope as rope, what will happen? Let me see the snake. Anna. Hey, hai hi nahi snake. Why to see the snake? See rope as rope. Snake perception is wrong perception. Similarly, ahankara, I am the doer, I am the enjoyer, and because of me, so and so happening, because of them, so and so happening to me. These are all wrong perceptions. As long as this is there, anavabodha it is called. Na avabodha, anavabodha. Think about your mind, how it is making lot of twisting, dancing, cheating you, really speaking. No, we say no, that person is cheating me, this person is cheating me. Nobody is cheating us. That cheating is nothing in front of your mind cheating you. World cheating me or people are cheating me, people are telling, my dear, look at your own mind, how it is cheating you, keeping you in ajnanam, ahankara, body mind complex, and all dualities, lot of havoc it is creating. Are you not noticing your mind? Notice that. Give a notice to your mind. Noticing the mind, give a notice to your mind. No permission, no. Without permission, no admission. So, trespassers will be prosecuted. That much courage is required. Only clear understanding. More details we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.